Numbing and tingling down the arm may be caused by pressure on the brachial plexus. Today we'll go through massage techniques that you can do at home with your partner to help alleviate tense muscles that may be placing pressure on the brachial plexus. We'll also deep dive into some anatomy to show you what's happening underneath the skin. And we'll talk about stuff that you can do for yourself. Too much oil is going to make it way too slippery, and I can't hook on to loosen up this area. Okay, so real quick, identifying the root cause of the problem when it comes to the brachial plexus is super important. Only continue with my techniques if you know it's a low-grade muscle-related problem. Common sense is really important because it might not just be a muscle problem. Right now, let's get into some of the good stuff. Let's start with an easy relaxation massage to introduce some heat to create a broad, gentle, comfortable release. Apply oil, use an open hand. Keep your oil base thin. The aim is to massage the entire length of the muscle, from the origin through to the insertion and the belly of the muscle. Tension can pull in all of these areas, and it's a nice way to start a neck massage. Keep it rhythmical, slow, and repetitive. If at any stage there's pain or discomfort, stop. Only continue if your partner is smiling and enjoying your massage. The warmth and rhythm will help relax the neck's muscles. We're using a general approach, trying to release the entire area, the neck and the shoulders. We're using smaller circles, focusing on the neck mostly. I'm collecting tension on the upstroke and releasing it on the downstroke. On this upstroke, you can clearly see the sternocleidomastoid pop. It's unlikely your partner will have this freedom of movement in their neck, but use this clip as a reference so you know what you're feeling. It's highly rhythmical. There's a thin oil base to increase heat and oil drag. This adds to the relaxation effect. The stroke remains broad, making it non-specific to a particular muscle. I really like this. It's like removing surface tension, and anything that's deeper, the real problems tend to come up. Even though it is broad and we're targeting all the muscles in the neck and shoulders, there is a highlight in the sternocleidomastoid, the SCM, these big trunk-like muscles. And they'll be tense. Most often they'll be tense. Let's target the scalenes. The brachial plexus runs straight through these muscles. You can clearly see the nerve pass through. Now, in most cases, it won't just be the scalenes that are tight. In most cases, the entire area, all the muscles in the neck will be tight. It really depends on what problem your partner is presenting. This is why I've included the first two techniques as a general approach. And remember, when you remove that surface tension, those deeper issues or knots tend to present themselves to you. On the upstroke, we collect the sternocleidomastoid, which is nice, but the massage happens on the downstroke. You can see my middle and ring finger pushes forward. The scalenes are now popping. My middle and ring fingers are pushing into the back of the scalenes. The index finger falls between these two muscles, and I'm massaging with both hands at the same time. No more than 30% pressure. I want you to get a feel for the muscles and gauge your partner's response. Broad open hand on the upstroke is really nice. On your way down, concentrate your efforts on using the pads of your fingers to push forward on the scalenes. If your partner enjoys it, repeat this process over and over using consistency. The same pressure, the same pacing, the same feeling. Once you've gained your partner's trust and you're feeling confident, you can add a little more pressure, maybe 50% pressure into the back of the scalenes. Keep talking to your partner, make sure that you're on top of it and staying within their pain range. Massage is easy. We can cross fiber, we can strip or go along the length of the muscle. We can even use little circles. For long-standing chronic issues, these muscles will feel stringy or wiry. It'll feel dry, and in some cases, when you massage across them, you'll actually hear the crunchiness. This is indicative of tight fascia. It's most likely your partner will look for deep tissue massage when fascia is tight. Why don't we just explain this through a self-massage? You're going to need a little bit of oil, the tiniest amount. So you can see here that the scalenes runs all the way up and then down into the ribs. Problem is there's a whole bunch of surrounding muscles over the top of it. So in reality, we really have this tiny little window here that we can massaging this little triangle. Anything else outside of that, we're massaging other muscles as well, which isn't a bad thing. Most likely other muscles will be tense as well. The scalenes go in this hole and they attach to the ribs up here, and you'll feel them. They're quite stringy. This is so simple. You'd be like, oh, anyone can do that. A little bit of oil. There's so little that it's not even dripping. Too much oil is going to make it way too slippery, and I can't hook on. Let's start with just going along the fibers. I'm using all 4 fingers, and I'm working along with the muscle. That feels lovely. You can see how I'm scooping down. It's easier for me on myself to be scooping down. You can do cross fiber, zigzagging adjacent to the muscle till I reach up here and it's hidden, right? The other muscles, the sternocleidomastoid, is just wrapping over the top. You know what that feels? Really good. You can use circles. Rhythmical movement that I'm using too. Pretty simple, right? If it's acute or something new, or maybe it's an old injury that's recently flared up, the muscles will feel full and distended. They'll be inflamed. And it's most likely your partner will not want deep tissue massage. You know, I'll actually even be surprised if they'll be asking for a massage. They might not even be confident in your abilities when that muscle is feeling distended and inflamed. If they do trust you and they do want you to massage them, use the lighter massage strokes of previous techniques that I taught you. By nature, thinner muscles like the scalenes are going to feel crunchier and drier than the thick ones, such as the sternocleidomastoid. It's just that there's more blood flow, there's more fibers in those muscles, which make them feel more pliable. That's a good word. If you've got brachial plexus pain, like the sharp shooting pain, I sympathize with you. That nerve pain is no joke. If you're massaging partner, you're not sure what you're doing, please send them off to a practitioner. Get the practitioner to get the ball rolling, get a treatment plan organized, and you can be part of that treatment plan later down the stage. Let me know in the comments below how it's going for you. I'll see you in the next episode.